Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Is my voice on screen is clear to all of you guys? Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. This one. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Martin Muhammad, tomorrow onwards at 10 o'clock, the class is going on. Which class is going on there? Typecasting is going on. Okay. All right, sir. Check for the content here. Next one. Yeah. And those who are those who are attended core Java at 4 p.m. I think you need to understand typecasting onwards some few topics. Tomorrow at morning 10 o'clock, typecasting is going on in a core Java introduction part in the language fundamentals. Typecasting is going on. So try to check the possibility of attending for it. Of course, if you want to attend in online, we can attend there. Or if you want to attend in offline, we can come here. If you want to attend in online, in the Google Classroom, I'll send that link to you today after the class so that we can attend for it. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, we can use like what there. This is a typecasting topic. Okay. And in that case, in the case if it is running in outside there, for them I'm taking classes in online. There I'm going to use workshop link in the case, but regular link I will provide there. If it is not the case, directly we can use that. Okay. Right, sir. And now coming to the client server architecture. Client server architecture. What is this client server architecture? Actually, it is a base architecture. It is a base architecture. Observe carefully, guys. It's a base architecture to prepare web applications or enterprise applications or enterprise applications. It's a base architecture to prepare web applications or enterprise applications. What exactly this architecture now? What we are having about this client server architecture? Now try to understand it. I'll prepare a diagram. Now try to observe this diagram clearly. First of all, this is server. Understand it? This side is totally what there? Server side. Okay. This is totally server. Here we are having container. This part is nothing but what their container. Here we are having application. This is web application. Inside this web application, here we are having number of web resources. More and more number of web resources we are having. Web resource 1. That web resources may be anything. Maybe servlets or maybe JSPs, anything. Web resource 2. Web resource 3. Overall, these many web resources are available. Web application, web resources. This entire thing we can understand server mission. This overall is called as what there? A server mission. Simply speaking, server. Fine. Next one is I want to take a client. This I want to take as what there? Client. Now here I will take it as a client. Server mission and a client mission. Of course, both are same. Inside this client mission, here I will take a browser. I will take this as what their browser. Browser. Okay. Here we are having address bar. Next one. Between client and server, we are having internet. This is network, for example. Inside this network, then to establish communication between client and server, we require protocol. Network is there. Now here it is called as like what there? Protocol. This is like what there? Protocol. Okay. Now here what we are having there for this protocol. Right, sir. Now, of course, network or internet both are same here in this context, but as a separate example here, I'm telling there. Okay, fine. This is like what the internet protocol is existed here. Now, this is browser. Okay, fine. That's it. Now, this is the total architecture, client server architecture, what we are having. Sir, got it or not? There's a clear cut information about like what their client server architecture, what we are having. Fine. Majorly, in a client server architecture, three parts are available. Mainly in a client server architecture, how many parts are available? Three parts are available. What are the three parts now? Client, protocol, and server. What are the three parts now? Client, protocol, and server. Let me take this diagram here. In a client server architecture, observe carefully. In a client server architecture, there are three components mainly. What are the three components mainly in the client server architecture? First one is client, second one is protocol, next one is what there? Server. Client, protocol, then what next one here? Server. Here, what is client? What is the meaning of this client? What you are understanding about this client? All of you observe carefully. All right, sir. Now Understand it. What is client actually? At least if you observe this diagram here, what you are understanding about the client now. Simple example I'm telling there. Client is not a computer. It's very clear. Client is not a computer. Okay. But what is client? Client is a browser. Client is what their browser. Strictly speaking, inside the browser also a tab is acting as a client. Inside the browser also a tab is acting as what there a client. Okay, officially we can say that browser is acting as a client. How, sir? How can you say that? How can you say that the client is a browser? I'll take one example. For example, I have a laptop. Inside my laptop, now observe carefully how many, right, sir, browsers are available. Now this is one browser here I've taken. This is my browser. Okay. Okay, now just I want to take some other browser, new browser here I want to take. This is a browser. Understand it clearly? Now inside this browser I'm able to type www dot okay youtube.com, for example. Now, I'm not going to click on enter button, just understand it. youtube.com. All right, sir, this is one browser I've taken. One more browser I want to take now. www.facebook.com. Another browser here I've taken. Next, one more browser here I'm going to take www.gmail.com. Tell me, all of you now tell me, how many browsers here I've taken? 3 browsers I've taken. But how many laptops I've taken? One laptop. In a single laptop, in a single machine, 3 browsers I've opened. Now tell me, from all these 3 browsers, I'm sending requests to which servers now? One is YouTube. Second one is what there? Facebook. Another one is what there? Gmail. Understand it what I'm telling here? From a single, might be from a single computer, 3 browsers I've taken. From 3 browsers, I'm submitting requests to 3 different servers. 3 different servers will take our request. 3 different servers will send their responses to the respective browsers or not. Now tell me, still how many computers I've used here? Only one computer. But now tell me, in this overall conversation, how many clients here I have used here? How many clients here I have used here? Is it one client or 3 clients now? 3 clients. 3 clients. Answer is what there? 3 clients. If it is a 3 clients no, how can you say client is a computer here? How can you say computer is a client no? How can you say machine is a client no? No. Client mission, I can say that. Is a client computer, I can say that. But it can accommodate multiple clients, different clients no. All different clients are interacting with their respective server side applications. They're able to get the respective responses clearly. So here the point is what? Client is not a computer. But what is client? Client is what there? A browser. And so my point here, client is what there? A browser. That's the first point here. We have to understand clearly. Client is a browser. Right, sir. Client is a browser. Okay, fine. Client is a browser. Good. What is its responsibility? What is the main responsibilities of the browser? In client server applications, what is its responsibility? You have to understand it clearly. Client is a browser, not a computer. Okay, fine. Next one is in client server applications. In client server applications, the main purpose of the client is to submit or to send a request to the server side application and to get responses from the server side application. Yes, sir, am I right or not? The main purpose of the client is what there? To send a request to the server side application and to get responses from the server side application. That's the main purpose of like what there? Client. The main purpose of the client is what there? To send a request to the server side application and to get responses from the server side application. That's it. That's the main purpose of the client. But here I have a question. How we are able to send a request to the server? Of course, receiving response from the server side application is a matter of through protocol. Some content is coming from one computer to another computer, that another computer can get it, it's okay. But here the question is, how we are going to send a request from client machine to the server application? From client to the server, how we are going to send requests? What is the strategy to send request from, to submit request from client to the server? Right, observe carefully. To send a request from client to the server side application or server, listen carefully, we have to use a string data at the client's address bar, client browser's address bar or client's address bar. Browser is nothing but, client is nothing but browser. In the address bar, we are going to provide a string data. Through the string data only, we are able to refer what their server side application. Okay, here the string data, that we provided, that we are providing, the string data that we are providing in a client's address bar is called URI. That is called as what there? URI. Answer my point clearly now. Then immediately we are getting one important interview question in outside. What is that question here? What is the difference between URI, URN and URL? This is one of the question here we are getting there. We have to answer for it. What is the difference between URI, URN and URL? Answer here we have to understand. Observe carefully. Everybody understand it clearly. URI is a string data provided at the client's address bar. Okay, what we can do with this? URI is a string data provided at the client's address bar. Okay, it can be used to refer, a particular server side component. It can be used to refer a particular server side component from the client machine. That's it. Please recognize this. What is the point I am telling to you? URI is a string data provided at client's address bar. It can be used to refer to a particular server side component from client machine. Okay, right, sir. This is the meaning of like what the URI. Next one is, there are two types of URIs. What are the two types of URIs now? First one is URN. Second one is what there? URL. URN and what next one here? URL. So what is this URN and what is that URL? Both here we have to understand. Observe carefully. What is this URN actually? URN abbreviations are very clear. URI, Uniform Resource Identifier. Okay, URN, Uniform Resource Name. URL, Uniform Resource Locator. URL. Right, sir. What is this URN? If we understand it clearly, it is a string data. Observe carefully, guys. Here we need to understand the point clearly. With a small minute difference, here we are going to understand. Try to recognize this. It is a string data it can be used to refer a particular server side component. It can be used to refer a particular server side component by using its logical name, by using a particular logical name. That means by using a server side resource, by using a server side resource through its logical name, through its logical name. Here the main point is what their logical name is the main point. Through its logical name. I'll explain more about it. Don't worry for it now. Next one is what is that URL? URL. It's a string data. Okay. It can be used to refer to a particular server side resource through its locator. Through its locator. Locator is available. Through its locator. Then it is called as like what there? URL. Right, sir. Then both the definitions are almost all similar, but only the difference is what there. In the case of URL, logical name, and in the case of URL, locator, you said to us. Okay, understand it. For the server side components in general, especially servlets. Servlet is a server side component. For server side components, especially servlets, there are two identities. We are going to provide two identities for the server side components. One is logical name, another one is URL pattern or locator. One is logical name and second one is what their locator or URL pattern. Understand it clearly now. All right. For example, if I take a servlet class like this, understand it clearly. Public class login servlet. All of you observe carefully. Example I'm telling you. If it is a servlet class, extends HTTP servlet, for example. If we think it is a servlet now, public class login servlet extends HTTP servlet. If we provide like this, now here what I'm telling you, no, inside this some implementation is available, but in web applications, if you want to define any servlet now, that we have to configure in one XML file. That XML file is deployment descriptor. In an XML file, we have to provide the configuration of this servlet. That servlet is like what their deployment descriptor. What is this deployment descriptor here? We can identify web app. Then inside this web app, now here we have to write like what their servlet. Now here we have to write like what their servlet tag. Now inside this servlet tag, here we have to provide like what their servlet name. Now here I want to provide what their log server, something else, slash servlet name that we provided. Next one is a servlet class. Fully qualified name of the servlet class here we have to provide. Login servlet slash servlet class. For your understanding only I'm telling there. My intention is not to discuss about this deployment descriptor immediately. I want to discuss with you clearly, understand it now. Now here servlet mapping, here we provide it. Inside this servlet mapping. In a servlet mapping, here we are able to provide like what there, servlet name. Now here what we provided here, log servlet, log serv slash servlet name. Then after this, here we have to provide like what there, URL pattern. Inside this URL pattern, here we have to provide like what there, login slash, here what we have to provide there, URL pattern. URL pattern. Like this. This is the total web.xml file for the servlet configuration. Now try to understand this clearly. Here URL pattern we have taken now. This is called as a locator for the servlet. This also be called as what there, locator for the servlet or simply URL pattern for the servlet. Here we have taken log serve. That means logical name for the servlet. We have taken servlet name tag is providing logical name. Yes, sir, got it or not? So on the basis of this name, if we access the servlet, then the string specification is called as what there, URN. On the basis of this name, if we access this particular servlet, then the string specification is called as what there, URL. Observe carefully. Servlet is what their login servlet. For these two identities are available. One is what their logical name, another one is what their URL pattern. Through this logical name, if you access this servlet, then it is called as what their URN. Through this locator, if you access this servlet, then it is called as what their URL. Understand it clearly? So now the point. Now I'm giving some note. What is that note of a point here? I'm telling there. Right, sir. In the case of servlets, all of you observe carefully. In the case of servlets, logical name is a name which we provided along with the servlet name tag. Logical name is a name which we provided along with the servlet name tag in a web.xml file. In the future, we are going to understand this point clearly. But anyway, when I'm going to prepare servlet, there we can understand. But required information I've given here, but try to understand it clearly. Just remember the point here. That's enough. All right, sir. Next one is URL. What is that URL here? Note of a point here I'm telling to you. Observe carefully. In the case of servlets, the locator is the value. Locator is the value which we provided along with the URL pattern tag in a web.xml file. With the URL pattern tag in the web.xml file. That's it. By this we can understand. All right, sir. Example point of, if we take this example point of, I'm giving clarity, HTTP :// localhost :8080 / app / logserv. This is like what their URN. Logserv is what their not logical, is the logical name of the particular servlet. Okay, fine. HTTP :// localhost :8080 / app / login. If we provide this, now this is like what their URL. Get my point or not? But there is a small note to all of you guys. Observe carefully. Almost all the servers are not supporting URN notations. Almost all the servers are not supporting what their URN notations. Every server is supporting URL notation. Every server is supporting what their URL notation. Sir, all of you are getting my point or not clearly? Almost all the servers are not supporting URL notation, but every server is supporting what their URL notation. That's okay. Up to this is like what exactly the difference between URI, URL and URN. The data here we understood. But every server is supporting what notation there? URL, not URN. Then we have to understand something about this URL. Then what is the syntax of this URL? Syntax of URL. All of you observe carefully. Before going to understand the syntax, I want to give one simple example. Try to understand this example. Observe carefully. For example, 10 years back, one of my friend taken 10 lakh rupees from me. Example, 10 years back, he took 10 lakh rupees from me. So, as part of his education, I helped him. Then 10 lakhs are given to him. He went to USA. Now he was very good. He was settled. Now the point is, he want to return the 10 lakh rupees to me. His target is he want to return 10 lakh rupees to me. Of course, to return 10 lakh rupees, number of approaches are available. They can transfer money to my account directly. Am I right or not? But his genuine, then what he want to do there? He want to say thanks to me. So he want to come to me, he want to meet with me, and he want to give the 10 lakhs rupees check to me. That is his intention. So he was where he was at present. No, he was at USA. Say for example, New York, for example. He's at New York. So he has to come to me. He has to give check to me. Then he has to say some thanks. Now tell me, what is his tracing process? What is his tracing process? He's at New York, USA, New York. First, he has to take a flight or not? Observe carefully. First, you have to take what there? A flight. So now tell me, more and more number of flight services are available. Just namesake, one flight service. What is that flight service from USA to India? Of course, directly it is not available, I think so. Connected flights are available, right? Okay, it's okay. Some name I require. What name do you want to use there? Yes, sir? Noun names I required. All right, sir. Okay, I will take it. No problem. SpiceJet, it is not available, but understand it. Its service is not completely to like what the USA, but understand it. SpiceJet. I don't like these flights, sir. I had very good, bitter experience with this. Indigo, right? Better, somewhat better. Okay, fine. First of all, I have taken what their flight service. Clear? Okay, I have taken flight. When I have taken flight now, the pilot has to locate the route or not, locate the target or not. Say, immediately he has to come to Hyderabad or not. Understand my point now? He has taken flight, then he has to come to Hyderabad or not. Okay, Hyderabad is the location. Right, now here he has to come for what there? Hyderabad. In Hyderabad, so many places are available. I'm available at Durgasoft at present. He wants to come to me. In Hyderabad, so many places are available. Then he has to come for which place now? Amirpet. Okay, in Amirpet, so many institutes are available. In Hyderabad, so many institutes are available, but he has to come to which institute? Durgasoft. In Durgasoft, so many trainers are available. In Durgasoft, so many trainers are available. He has to meet with me, right? Okay, then what he want to give? He met with me. He came to me. Then he has to give some check or not? All right, sir. Now here he has to give the check with the worth of. This is URL. Think of it. Myself is a resource at a server mission. All of you observe carefully. Think of it. Myself is a servlet available in a server mission, available in an application. That application is available in a server. That server is available in a server mission. Somebody else is available at what there? USA. That is a client mission. That client wants to interact with me. What path he has to take? Same path. First of all, he has to take a flight service protocol. Flight in the sense what their protocol name. He has to take that flight service protocol. That protocol must be connected with another computer, that is Hyderabad. Hyderabad is a destination. So Hyderabad identity we have to provide. Inside this Hyderabad, so many areas are available. That means so many servers are available in a computer, in a single computer, multiple servers are available. So I have to go with only Tomcat server. Understand my point now? First of all, mission IP address. Hyderabad IP address we have to provide. Inside this IP address, so many servers are available. I have to check with the Tomcat server. 8080 is a port number, Tomcat server. Means that inside the Hyderabad, so many areas are available. I have to come with what their Amirpet. Okay. In a Tomcat server, so many applications are available. Where one of the application here I have to take. Means that in Amirpet, so many institutes are available. Then he has to select Durgasoft. Okay. Once if I was inside the application, so many resources are available. Inside the Durgasoft, so many trainers are available. Resource name he has to specify, my name. In the same way, which servlet we want to access, login servlet or registration servlet or something else. No, login servlet. I want to specify that resource name. Understand my point here? Then after that, you want to give 10 lakh rupees check to me. So check is equal to 10 lakhs. That means if you want to perform login, we need to provide username and password as an input data. There we provided input data clearly. So just I'm simulating the point here, but understand it clearly. Similarly, what exactly the right syntax here I'm providing there. First of all, here we have to provide protocol name slashes server IP address colon server port number slash application name slash resource name question mark input data is what there key 1 is equal to val1 and key 2 is equal to val2 and so on and so on and so on. We can provide something else. Now this is exactly the syntax of the URL. The complete syntax of the URL here we provided. Now I want to take one example. What is that example here I'm going to take now? HTTP colon slashes. HTTP is what their protocol. Which protocol we are using in between client and server. Don't worry, I'll discuss more about this protocol in the next attempt. Okay, next one is what there 122.98.79. Or maybe 119 server IP address. Server IP address. IP address are available in this format only. IP address are available in this particular format only, right? Four digit format. All right, sir. Next one is after that 8080. 8080 is what there Tomcat port number. Tomcat port number. Then after this, inside this Tomcat port number, what I am telling there slash application name login app. Inside this login app, login servlet is available. Its locator is what there login. Login servlet is available and its locator identification is what there login. To this login, if you want to check a username and password, if you want to perform authentication, there we have to pass some input data or not. That input data here we are going to provide uname is equal to ABC, upwd is equal to uname is equal to ABC and upwd is equal to ABC123. That's finished. This is exactly the point about like what their URL. Now understand it. In some cases where what I'm telling to you, in some cases here what I'm telling to you know, if my server is available in the same client machine, if my server is available at the same client machine, no need to provide this IP address like this. In place of IP address, directly we can provide like what there local host. In place of IP address, we can provide directly what there local host. What's the meaning of this local host? No, see, understand it. Now we are referring server side resource from the client. Server software is available in the same client, so we are at a client. The server is available at the same client. That's why it is a local host. Server is available in the local machine. That's why we used to say what there local host. Right, sir. Now this is exactly the meaning of like what there URL. That's the syntax of the URL. Then here we are getting two important interview questions from this. Two questions are available here inside this overall concept. What are the two important interview questions from this URL? Observe carefully. All right, sir. What is it? All of you are comfortable with this URL syntax, or you require more information? Is it clear? Is it clear? No response. Okay, fine. Next one is what? See, only then before that, I want to give some idea. Try to understand it clearly. Protocol is okay. We are aware about it. It's a network and communication point of view required. Server machine is available. Server computer. This is server computer. Inside this computer, so many servers are available. Tomcat server maybe, WebLogic server maybe, Java server or Wildfly server, Glassfish. So many servers are available. Okay, each server contains multiple applications. Each application contains multiple servlets, multiple resources. Yes, sir, all of you are getting my point or not? Come again, what is the point I'm telling here? Single server mission contains number of servers. Server is different. Server is a software. Tomcat or WebLogic or something else. Each server contains so many applications. Each application contains so many resources. For each and every resource, some identity is available. For each and every resource, we have to provide input data depending on the requirement. As per that calculation only here, we prepare this content. Okay. Now the point is like what there. Here one interview question is what there. What is that interview question now? What is the difference between IP address and port number? What is the difference between IP address and port number? This is a question. What is the difference between IP address and port number? Tell me, sir. What is the answer for this? No. What is the difference between IP address and port number? Very simple, right? IP address is an unique identity for each and every device or mission, for each and every mission in the network. Am I right or not? IP address is an unique identity for each and every device or mission in the network. Get my point or not? IP address is a unique identity for each and every device or mission in the network. Okay. It is a recognition point. On the basis of that only we are going to carry the data. We are going to transfer the data. It will be provided by the network manager at the time of network configuration in our system. Whenever we are configuring network in our system, when we install OS, automatically we are going to perform what there some network configurations kernel. At the time of that, automatically the IP address are going to be defined. IP address are going to be available kernel for each device or mission in the network. Okay, fine. Next one is what is this port number? Yeah, this is important. Everybody might be aware about IP addresses only. That's okay. But people are getting somewhat confusion about port number. Just I want to give some clarity. Try to understand it clearly. Simple example. Simple example. Think of it. This classroom is a mission, is a computer. But inside this classroom, how many members are sitting? No. More and more members are sitting now. But each and every person is having some identity or not. That individual person identity is called as a port number. This classroom is an IP address. This classroom address is what their IP address. Understand my point now? So here individual person identity is required. That is called as what their port number. More clear example. Understand it now. This is computer. Now my computer is connected with the network. Am I right or not? My computer is already connected with the network where IP address is available. But inside my computer at present, how many resources are working now? Inside my computer at a time, how many resources are working there? If you observe this, at one side command prompt is running, at other side Eclipse is running, at other side browser is running, and at other side IntelliJ IDEA is running. How many components? Maybe 5 components are running, for example. Each and every component is having internally a separate process. Browser is running on the top of a process. IntelliJ IDEA is running on the top of one process. Command prompt is running on the top of a process. Get my point or not? But who is providing these processes? No, operating system is providing processes for each and everything. For each and every component, a separate process is provided. Now tell me, 5 components are running, 5 processes are running internally or not, which are managed by the operating system or not. But still my computer is how many? Only one computer. Still my computer is one computer. Its address is IP address. But in a single computer, so many processes are running or not. So for each and every process, we require some identity or not. That internal process identity is called as what their port number. That internal process identity is called as what their a port number. I get my point or not? Simple example. I have a laptop. I have a computer. Inside my computer, all of you understand it clearly. Inside my computer, I have 4 servers. Inside my computers, I have what there? 4 servers. What are the 4 servers there inside the computer? No. For example, Tomcat, WebLogic, JBoss, Glassfish. They are the 4 servers are available. When I install all these 4 servers in my single computer, how I can recognize each and every server separately? All servers are running, it's okay. But how I can recognize each and every server independently? Where for each and every server we require some identity or not? Each and every server is running on the top of a process internally. So for each and every process we require some identity. That identity is called as what there? A port number. Understand it clearly what I'm telling you. So now the point is like what I'm telling to you. Port number is an unique identity. Port number is an unique identity provided to each and every process being executed in a single mission. Port number is an unique identity. Port number is an unique identity to each and every process. To each and every process being executed in a single mission. In a single mission, whatever the processes are running, for each and every process, a separate port number is available. But here, why port number concept is coming into the picture now? In general, when we install server softwares in a server mission, when we install multiple server softwares in a server mission, we are able to recognize or identify each and every server on the basis of server port numbers only. Yeah, even for Oracle also we have a port number. For Tomcat also we have port number. For WebLogic also we have port number. So many port numbers are available. Say for example, if you observe this Tomcat, for the Tomcat, the port number is like what there 8080 by default. Understand it clearly. Next one is for WebLogic. What is the port number here? We are going to understand there. By default, it should be 7001. Are these are fixed port numbers for the servers now? No. By default, they'll provide port numbers like this, but we can modify them. As per our requirement, we can change it. While installation of the softwares, they're saying that this is a port number for this. Then we can modify it. We can change it. Understand my point clearly now? All right, sir. Next one is what there. After completion of this, Wildfly server. Wildfly server is also be coming along with what there 8080 by default. That we have to change. Understand it clearly what I'm telling there. Like this and so on and so on. Not even this, sir. Not even this kind of content. No. Observe carefully. In a JDBC applications, driver URLs we are providing. In the driver URLs, what we are providing there? For example, if it is a type 4 driver provided by Oracle, JDBC colon Oracle colon thin colon @ localhost IP address colon 1521 we have written or not? What is that 1521? Port number for Oracle. Port number for Oracle listener, strictly speaking. For MySQL, what we are providing there 3306 we provided or not? As a port number for what there MySQL listener. Understand my point? Like this, for every process, a separate port number is going to be existed. Separate port number is available. So this is what exactly the meaning of like what their port numbers content here. So servers are having their own port numbers. By using that port numbers only, we are going to communicate with the server side machine or server side application. So if you want to communicate with the server side application, server machine IP address is required, server port number is required. After that, then what next one here we are able to provide now? Application name and resources name here we are able to provide. Then only we are able to achieve our requirement clearly. Right, sir. Now it is completed. After this, after completion of this particular one, here we are getting one more question now. What about this question here? Observe carefully. What is query string and what is its requirement in web applications? Another question here we have to understand what is query string and what is its requirement in web applications. That's it. What is query string or what is its requirement in web applications? Simple. For example, I'm going to write a URL. http:// localhost. What's the meaning of localhost? Now tell me. Server software is available in the same client machine. Then we can specify server IP address is what their localhost. My server is available in the same local machine. http:// localhost 8080. What is this 8080? Port number for what? Tomcat server port number. Slash. What is this login app? Application name. Slash. Login is what? URL pattern or locator for the server side resource identity. Then here we provided uname is equal to ABC and upwt is equal to ABC123. Got it or not? Now here in this overall URL question mark and the key value pairs what we provided, that data is called as query string. This data is called as what there? Query string. Okay. We are submitting request to the login or not? We are submitting our request to what their login servlet. What login servlet is able to do? What login servlet is able to do? Login servlet is able to perform some authentication or not? To perform authentication, what login servlet is required? Username and password is required or not? That username and password we are performing through our data or not? In the form of query string, we provided that username and password to the server side resource or not? Observe carefully. So here the point what I am telling to you, observe carefully. Query string, understand it clearly. Query string is the collection of name value pairs. Collection of what their name value pairs with the and separator. With the and separator. Okay. Query string is the collection of name value pairs with the and separator in the URL. In the URL. Okay. Then it can be used to provide some input to data to the server side resource in order to perform server side or in order to execute server side resource. That's it. This is a point here we can understand clearly. Query string is a collection of name value pairs with the and separator in the URL. It can be used to provide some input data to the server side resource in order to execute server side resource or in order to perform server side action. Right, sir. Example here we have taken. Inside this example here, where question mark uname is equal to ABC and upwt is equal to ABC123 is where question mark uname is equal to ABC and upwt is equal to ABC123 is query string. This is exactly called as what their query string. We can understand it clearly. Right, sir? So this is the meaning of query string. This is the meaning of like what there URL, IP address, and port number. Total, what we understood there, client part is completed. Now totally what we completed here, client. This information is sufficient. How to submit request? Okay, how to get response is not required to think. Automatically it will come to the client browser from the protocol. Automatically able to get it. No need to think much about it now. Okay, right, sir. Then what about the next one? You know, the next parameter is like what there. The next parameter is like what there protocol. Next important component is what there protocol. All right, sir. Now all of you observe clearly what is the meaning of this protocol here. What exactly the meaning of protocol? What we are understanding about protocol. Right, sir. Now here I'm asking one question to you. Now try to answer for it. What is this protocol? If you observe this, okay, I will give one example. Try to understand it. For example, listen, all of you listen carefully. I want to travel from Hyderabad to Mumbai. I think already I given this example previously, but again I am telling to you for remaining members. Sir, what happened? I want to travel from Hyderabad to Mumbai. That's my requirement. Can you tell me what are the various options for me? What are the various options there? Bike, not at all safe. Okay, leave it. By car, okay. By bus, okay. By train, okay. What next one? By flight. Last option is good when compared with all. By flight is good. Within 1 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes, you'll be there, right? Anyway, possible options I'm telling there: by car, by bus, by train, by flight. Four options I have taken. Example I'm telling to you. If it is by car, for example, forget about bike and bicycles, sir, not required. If it is by car, what rules and regulations here we have to follow? If it is by car, we will start at our home. Will we reach to the respective destination directly? Wherever we want to stop the car, there we can stop it. Wherever we want to take the food, there we can take it. Maybe lunch or dinner, whatever it may be, in the middle. Understand my point now? But you should take the responsibility of pouring that petrol or maybe diesel, whatever it may be. We have to fill the tanks. That you should take the responsibility. Am I right or not? That means if it is a one car, everything we should take care. You should drive. Maybe if it is a case, no. If no driver we have taken, then we have to drive. So their rules and regulations are different. Okay. If it is a car, some flexibilities are available, but some risky factors are available. Leave it. If I go with the bus, by bus, if I take no, the option. What rules and regulations here we have to follow if it is by bus? No. First of all, we have to come to the Maitrivanam location. There are a number of travels are available here. You have to come here. Okay. When bus is coming there, we have to raise your hand. Then bus will stop there. If you raise the hand, then only bus will stop. You'll get inside the bus. When you are inside the bus, no, then ticket checking process is going on. Okay, good. Up to that, it's okay. But my intention is what? In the border of Telangana, maybe Jahirabad, the place will come. Where at Jahirabad, the food is very good. I want to complete my dinner there only. Of course, I may go to the driver. I may request the driver in this location that food is very good. Just stop the bus. Then all passengers will complete the dinner. Like this, if I request them, they may be able to listen my words, able to stop the bus there. Then we'll finish my dinner. Again, I'll come back to the bus. But I have one habituation. At early morning, 4:30 or 5 o'clock, I used to take a coffee. Almost all we reach it to like what there, outskirts of the Mumbai. In outskirts of the Mumbai, some tea stops are available. There the tea is very good, coffee is very good. Again, I'll go to the driver, I'll request the driver. So stop here. I want to take coffee. Even that will be better thing for you also, as you are driven this bus from long time. Okay, then automatically the driver may listen my words. He may stop the bus. He'll take my tea or coffee. Then he'll come back. I'll complete our journey. So here, rules and regulations are different. If it is a car, no need to request for anybody else. Directly we can ask, we can stop them. We can command the driver if it is a driver. Or if we are the driver, just we can stop there wherever we want. But if it is a bros, no, we have to request them. Their rules and regulations are different. By car rules and regulations are different. By bus rules and regulations are different. For example, if I take a train, by train, if I take no, if it is a train, no, you should not stand in front of the Maitrivanam besides that road. You should not raise your hand there. Train will come to the railway station only. You must go to the Secunderabad railway station. You should not stand just besides the tracks. You should not raise your hand when train is coming. Am I right or not? You have to stand in the platform only. Automatically train will come to the platform. No need to raise your hand. Understand it? There, when it is stopped, then you'll get inside the train. Whenever we are inside the train, the ticket collector may check your tickets, or maybe the process different. Then inside the train, you should not go to the train driver. You should not request to him at Jahirabad is crossing here. Food is very good. Please stop this train. I want to go there. I want to take food. Nobody will listen it. Am I right or not? At early morning 5 o'clock, I used to take coffee or tea, no. But I stopped this train here. I want to go there. I want to take my coffee or my biddy, I want to come back. Nobody services or canteen service is available inside the train. Try to utilize that facility. Because of you, we are not going to stop the train. So where inside the train, rules and regulations are different. Next, if I take a flight, by flight, if I take no, what we have to do there? You should not stand in front of the Maitronam building at Amirpet. When flight is moving there on the air, then you should not raise your hand. Nobody will look at you, right? You should not go to the railway station also. Right or not? There we have to go for what location there? Airport. We must go for what there? Shamshabad Airport. Okay. There in Shamshabad Airport, maybe if it is domestic, might be 45 minutes checking process. If it is international, at least 1.5 hour to 2 hours of check-in process is going on. You must be there within, might be then before 1.5 hour of time. Or maybe it's a domestic travel, maybe just before 45 minutes, depending on the service. Half an hour. If it is Indigo, 25 minutes is sufficient. 15 to 20 minutes is also sufficient. But if it is a spice jet, no. Actually, I had one experience with this. I want one fine day might be I want to go for a marriage occasion at Vizag actually. Sir, I'm taking before Corona, I'm telling there, but I'm very much busy with these classes there. Morning 6 o'clock to night 11 o'clock, complete classes. Complete classes. Even at in these classrooms there, we used to take the class up to 10 o'clock night. By the time, official time is 10 o'clock. All right. By the time, very much busy. I want to go for that marriage occasion and quick manner. So my plan of action is what there. Maybe at 3 o'clock or 3:30, we want to catch a flight. Already we booked the ticket as per that schedule only, Spice Jet. Then there the marriage occasion is what there. Even we don't want to wait completion of that marriage event and everything. Just we want to go there, we want to take some dinner. Again, we want to come back to ADV. That's the plan. Myself, Durga sir, and some other person, 3 members. Then we went to the Shamshabad airport. Unfortunate thing is what there, we started a bit delay. Along with that, the too much traffic is there. Meanwhile, up to Mehdipatnam, so we were a bit delayed. Just it's a 5 minutes delay. They given information was 45 minutes before you should be here, but we went there just a 5 minutes delay. Within 40 minutes we went there, but 45 minutes they given information, but 5 minutes we was there. We were there. Then that SpiceJet people have stopped us. No, you are not supposed to get inside the flight. Just we have to stay here only. Your tickets are cancelled. Think of it. Okay. And then we asked me, it's okay, fine. Then we are, it's okay, 5 minutes late, but still you stopped us. Can you cancel my tickets and return my money back? They said to us, no, it's not possible now. It's not possible. Okay. We are helpless. We don't have any. 1,500 from Hyderabad to Vizag. 3 members maybe 1,500, right? 3 members. 3,000, 3 members, 9,000 overall. Within 10,000 we'll finish it now. But the problem here is a matter of 5 minutes delay. Almost all extra we paid nearly almost all 40 to 50,000 amount of money we paid for it. That's the problem here. That's why there's a bitter experience with the SpiceJet. But Indigo is somewhat better. But services are not too much good. But the formalities wise, they are a bit lenient. That means a bit good. They are able to allow that. Within 15 minutes also they are able to allow if you request them. Okay. Fine, sir. Whatever it may be. Now let's move on to the conclusion there. By flight, if I take no, you should go to the airport. There's some formalities you have to complete. You must be in the flight maybe before, might be we have to stay there. Flight will come. You should be in the flight. Their flight services are available. Might be whatever the services they're providing, that's okay. Then at airport it will be landed there. There we have to get down from the flight. Then we have to go for our requirement. It's okay. Their rules and regulations are different. All of you observe carefully. The rules and regulations in Bicor different. The rules and regulations in the rules and regulations in a train is different. In a bus is different, and the rules and regulations in flight are different. Am I right or not? So the rules and regulations at each and every case, the rules and regulations at each and every case is called as a protocol. That is called as what there? A protocol. But remember, in all the cases, we are traveling from Hyderabad to Mumbai. In all the cases, we are traveling from Hyderabad to Mumbai. That means from one mission to another mission, we can carry the data. From one mission to another mission, we can carry the data. But protocols are having different rules and regulations. If we use HTTP protocol, it has a set of rules and regulations different. If we use UTP protocol, it has a set of rules and regulations different. If we are using TCP protocol, it has a set of rules and regulations. If you use SMTP protocol, maybe some other set of rules and regulations are available. So from protocol to protocol, a set of rules and regulations are varied. The set of rules and regulations which are used to carry the data from one mission to another mission in the network is called as a protocol. What is that protocol? You know, a set of rules and regulations which are used to carry the data from one mission to another mission over the network. Then it is called as what there? A protocol. This is the meaning of protocol. Protocol is a set of rules and regulations to carry the data from one mission to another mission. Protocol is a set of rules and regulations to carry the data from one mission to another mission over the network. That is the meaning of like what there? A protocol. All right, sir. What are the various examples for the protocols? Now tell me. Just now I given some protocols there. TCP protocol, IP protocol. Next one is what there? HTTP protocol, FTP protocol, UDP protocol, and so on and so on and so on. So many protocols are available. Okay, coach. But what is the role of the protocol in web applications? That means client server applications. Now we are talking about client server applications only, client server architecture only. In the client server applications or in web applications, what is the role of the protocol? What is the main job of the protocol? Right, observe carefully. In a client server applications, the main intention of the protocol is to carry request to data from client to server and to carry response data from server to client. We are saying that protocol is providing communication between client and server. What is the meaning of that communication? By carrying request from client to the server, by carrying response from server to client, just like it is a courier, message exchanger between client mission and server mission. Client is sending request, but who will transfer that request from client mission to the server mission? Protocol. Server is sending response to the client. What is the meaning of it? No. Who will carry that response from server to client? No. Protocol. So protocol is a carrier. Protocol is a communicator between client and server. It is able to carry request data from client to the server. It is able to carry response data from server to client. Okay, fine. Now, what are the various protocols are available? So many protocols are available. Already I given that list of protocols. Understand my point, Ken? But here I have a question now. Out of all these protocols, which protocol is suitable for our web applications and why it is suitable for our web applications? Right, sir. This is one of the interview question in outside. In web applications, which protocol is required? Which protocol is required and why it is required? What protocol we are going to use in our web applications and why it is required? Why is it required? As all of you are getting my question now, what is the question here we are understanding there? In web applications, which protocol is required and why it is required? Right, sir. I'm giving clarity to you. In web applications, HTTP protocol is very much suitable. HTTP protocol is what there? Very much, of course. We are able to use all protocols there, but different requirements. But out of all these, which protocol we are going to use more? HTTP protocol is suitable. But why HTTP protocol is required now? In web applications, HTTP protocol is required because of, or else maybe here itself I want to write it now. In web applications, HTTP protocol is very much suitable. Why? Because some reasons are available. What are the reasons here we have to understand? I'll discuss on tomorrow. Okay. Arey yaar, I completed session today. Tomorrow we'll talk about it. Not believing. Thank you. Thanks a lot. We'll meet on tomorrow. What's it? Permanent key. Up to that it's available. Okay, okay, good. But you will not get any problem to you? Okay, fine. How many subscriptions you have taken? How many some other person have taken? Send it to me better. Okay. Otherwise, then I have a mail now, right? Durgasoft Nagoor @gmail.com. Yeah. Link I will provide. ఏదండి ఇది 1 minute guys. మొత్తం అంటే ఇది అడ్వాన్స్ ఏమైనా అడుగుతున్నారా మీరు? సర్వర్స్ అండ్ ఫ్రేమ్ వర్క్స్ కూడా. సో పక్క 4 months minimum, 4 to 5 months పట్టింది up to web services. So almost all you can understand by the end of November or December పట్టింది. ఎందుకంటే ఇది కాంటెంట్ హెవీ ఉంటుంది. ఒక్క నిమిషం, 1 minute. Nagoor Durgasoft @gmail.com. No, reverse. Nagoor Durgasoft. And 1 minute. Then you are expecting notes, right? You are asking notes, right? Link. This is the link. You can take this. Take photo. Take photo. Yeah, Nagoor Durgasoft. ఉన్నాయి దానిలో తీసుకుంటే అయిపోతుంది. ఏం లేదు. 1 minute. Just tinyurl.com is common. ADV Java 730 PM notes. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, please. 8080. 8080, sure. Yeah. See, at a time, 2 servers will not have same port number. Point number 1. Okay, there we are able to get binding exception. So it's not possible. Okay. All right, sir. Links, 1 minute. Guys, then I'll meet on tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll give the clarity, no? And if you want to have this notes, please use this link there to get notes. You're able to get notes there clearly. Okay, right, sir. Take this link, guys. Then if you want to have this notes there, morning core Java class timing is 10 o'clock. Yeah, I'll share the details now through Google Classroom. Don't worry. Okay, right, guys. Thank you. Thanks a lot. If possible, please make a collection framework as a separate course other than core Java. Why? Okay, it's okay, fine. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot.